Hi, I'm Kelley, and I'm a Power BI developer here at JourneyTEAM.
Today, we will be showing you how to embed Power BI reports into SharePoint.
So let's get into it. I will go ahead and share my screen. Here we have our app. It's already been published from our workspace to an app. It's called Dyad Final Report. To get our sharing link we'll need for the SharePoint team, we just come up here to File. It's not just the URL. That can be tricky. You have to go to File, Embed Report, SharePoint Online, and this will get us our URL that our SharePoint team needs. So then I will hand it off back to our SharePoint developer, Napoleon.
Once we have that Power BI embed link, then we go over into our SharePoint site and we edit the page so that we can edit and pull up the web parts. And once we are able to add a web part, we can scroll down to an open area where we want the report embedded. Once we have the Power BI link that we copied from the Power BI report, we can hop over onto our SharePoint site where we want to embed the report. So once we edit the page, we can find a place to add the web part. And this is where you can search for Power BI. And once you find that, go ahead and select Power BI, and that should pop open the web part. Now, if the flyout doesn't automatically pop out, go ahead and click Add Report. And from here, this is where you'll paste that very link that we copied from the Power BI report. And once that link is pasted, it should update the Power BI web part on SharePoint and show the report. Once the Power BI report loads onto the SharePoint web part, you have a couple different options on how you want to configure the web part onto the SharePoint page. The first one is the page. If you have multiple pages on your Power BI report, you can select under page name the dropdown and select the page that you want to display on SharePoint. Underneath that, we can also show and choose how we want to display it, whether it's a 4:3 ratio or a 16:9. And then, of course, if you want to hide the navigation pane that's on the Power BI report, you can select this and toggle that off. So that way you don't have to see that navigation pane and you can see just the report. You can also turn on the filter panes that pops up on the Power BI report in case you have filters built into the report. And you can also turn on or turn off the action bar.
It should be noted that all of your users will need the proper licensing to be able to view the reports. Even if they're embedded on a SharePoint page they have access to, they will need access to the workspace, to the app itself, if you choose to embed the app, and they will need the proper licensing. If you have licensing questions or any questions with embedding the reports, please reach out to us at JourneyTEAM and we're happy to help.